What a great college game. They're really good. They're much improved. They're different because you get some more offensive guys with those transfers. But our will to win, not only today but all week, has been fabulous. I'm so proud of our group. We showed great toughness because we weren't playing great the first half. Hard to get. We didn't get off to a very good start. But when it counted, we were ready to deliver, and I thought our defense was a key again, the last couple minutes to get enough stops.
Mike, how much fun was that second half, the way it was just back and forth?
Yeah, it was a great game. I mean, they're really good. Blossom game is so gifted. Steve Astori did a heck of a job on him to limit him, and, he's you're not going to shut him down. Great league game. Our will to win, and guys that we have with some great mental toughness and fearlessness really delivered at key times. It's a great trait to have, and we're 3-0 because of it.
Like, how do you have guys not only that can embrace game situations, but different guys that can deliver the way they did?
Yeah, it's really been contagious, Tom, how, guys kind of feel, Rex has joined the party, like this is what our program does. And obviously Steve and BJ have been part of it. Steve especially has been part of them for a while. But I think it gets to be kind of an understanding that this is what we do. And maybe by way of osmosis a little bit, even when you're sitting over there, the year you're not playing, like Matt Farrell, you see what the program does and you feel that's what we do here.
How important was it for BJ not only to break out but also to keep you in the game?
Well,
in the first half?
it's only a matter of time with him, and very, very great timing on his part. If he's not going in the first half, we may be down 25. We were a mess. I think you got to give Clemson some credit. Their defense was very good in the first half, especially the first 10 minutes. But I was thrilled to see him. Again, I don't ever overanalyze him. The law of averages kicks in. It was a game where we were able to distort the defense, and they helped on Bonds, and we got some kickouts to him, and he made some shots to get himself started.
DeVoe had one field goal attempt in the second half.
Yeah.
That clearly was a message.
Yeah, we did a better job finding him. We were horrible and find him in transition a couple times, and he was feeling good. I thought we did a really good job in the second half there, and Rex was great defensively for us.
Coach Marino in the ACC.
3-0 by the skin of our teeth, right? 3 skin of the teeth ones. But it may not be skin of the teeth because we really kind of believe, when we get into these situations. It's part of the culture. We have some fearless guys. I thought Matt Farrell had a great bounce back half. He was a mess. I think he was a little fatigued. For him to play the minutes and be the guy for 2 games already before today, I thought took its toll on him a little bit watching him Friday in practice. But I told him, I said, we get you through tomorrow. I'll give you 2 days off, but we got some time. But you're not going to keep him down. There's a great toughness and a great will. And him running that guy down and stealing it from him in transition, like all of a sudden the light bulb was on, I felt. And he finished the game like a man.
He said that you had some advice for him, and he smiled.
I had some real good advice for him. Some things tipped over in the locker room, but we picked them back up. Yeah. Well, I challenged him. I was disappointed in him as well as he's played, and but he's one tough dude, and he reacted like I thought he would.
When VJ against Louisville, it didn't seem like he was looking for his shot, but today he didn't hesitate any.
Yeah, Al, I think they really took him away. Like we had so many drives because they were aware of our shooters, and whether VJ was shooting a great clip at the point, they wanted to take him away. So he was kind of hugged the whole time, and so we had more finishes at the rim. Today, they helped more on a drive, or they helped on Bonzi more. And so we kicked out, and he had really clean looks. But the one that got him going was transition. VJ is a transition guy. When he gets some stuff in transition, that usually gets him started.
Like 3 straight coming up in the ACC on the road.
Don't ruin my night, man. I'm going home and watching football, man. And we got 3 tough ones on the road. We need some rest right now. We'll dig back into Miami on Monday, but to be where we are in the league is fabulous right now. But it's it's going to be hard, and we need some rest though before we dig in again in practice.
Mike, I don't know if it was your only kill of the game, but you got one to win the game
Yeah,
at the end.
we may have only had two, but again, we got one. I told him that after the game. We got one to finish the game. And we have gotten kills in the 3 wins to really, help us escape.
For you guys to stick with it, Bonzi got blocked twice, and you
Yeah.
still got 5 points out of it.
He's a fearless dude, man. He's, and we were talking in the office, the physical pounding he takes from big guys and to be able to do this over and over again, I mean, my man needs some rest. I don't want to see him sweating till Tuesday, but there's a great will there, like he's a fearless guy. And I think we believe especially in this building, we believe we're going to figure out a way to win it. And I try to tell him, when we got it tied at one of those media timeouts, I said, fellas, they got to finish it now. They've been shooting great in the first half, and there's really no game pressure. Nobody finishes it like us, and nobody finishes it like us here in this building.
Did you wonder if you'd hit a 2-point field goal in the first half?
Yeah, we didn't get any looks, did we? It's one of those things where, one of my assistants said, we're shooting too many threes. We're getting unbelievable looks, and we're a pretty good three-point shooting team. What helped us in the second half, their defense got a little tired. Again, when we downshift, we can spread the floor more. Rex for Martin opens that floor up. And now we've got driving areas, and we've got drive, kick, drive, dump offs. And so our spacing was better. But I think, they were fatigued a little bit and couldn't guard us like they did the first 10 minutes.
Your thoughts on the former high school history teacher coaching in 700 games?
700 games.
You got 700 more in you?
Yeah, I hope so. What would that be? That'd be a while. I was just, one of the things I was thinking about, I was talking with Jack Nolan. Thank God my faculties are good and I have a good memory. But I'll be with one of my Delaware guys, and they'll bring up a game against Northeastern, and I'll remember the plays. And Humpham Swan will bring up games from my early tenure here, and I'll remember the plays, and I'll even remember what I said. And so I've been really fortunate to be in this profession as long as I am. I've had really good players and great assistants.
With a little bit of time and just generally looking down the road for your team, what do you want them to do, developmentally? What do you want to accomplish as you go through the season so that come March, they're a better team than they are today?
Well, our belief in mental toughness right now is as good as anybody in the league. There is a great will to win, and that we can dig in and get defensive stops against good teams at key times. That stuff I don't think we've been able to do enough annually here in my program, and I'm very excited about that. Probably the thing to think about is what other guys off the bench are we developing to finish games for us? We've have pretty good finishers in Rex as the 6th man, and TJ's been in there a little bit, but as Torres rotate into that some. I still feel I got to find a way to get Matt Ryan on the floor more. DeVoe, it was DeVoe who hit all the shots, or yeah. I mean, he lost him a couple times, and then I take him out. But I thought if he could have been better defensively, I think he's ready to hit about 4.5 for us. And I'm trying to find a way to get him on because we're going to need him down the stretch. I like our. Again, I love our toughness and our will and our ability to defend. I think the biggest thing for me is to keep us fresh mentally and physically. This league is grueling. We just experienced it. You also have Farrell and Bonzi in new territory with game minutes. They have played 30-plus minutes 3 times now in a week. Pastori and Beecham can do that all night long because they've been trained to do that for a while. I really have to be very plugged into Bonzi and Matty Farrell's bodies, their legs. What are we doing with our chiropractor, massage therapist, ice tubs? How long are we practicing? What are we doing in the weight room flexibility-wise? Because we still got 15 league games.
Maybe adding Rex to that too.
Yeah, and Rex too. Yeah, no, and you're exactly right. The way Rex plays, he is drained. I mean, he only knows one way. So I agree. That's another guy. So, we didn't do much on Thursday. Yesterday, we maybe went 5-on-5 for 10 minutes. And I didn't have Matt Farrell in there that much because his body was really feeling it. And you could tell that the way I was worried that he would start that way. And there's a reason he did, because he played 42 minutes in Pittsburgh and the emotions of it and making big plays. I thought it was big for him to bounce back like that. but we've got to get guys, keep them fresh mentally and physically.
As you started thinking ACC on Christmas night, did you ever think you'd be sitting barely a week into league play and I have only two undefeated teams?
I tell you, I'm not shocked because I knew the league was really balanced and that people would be taking punches. I certainly expected to take one or two already. I am thrilled that we're sitting at 3-0. It's a great way to start this league, and we're going to enjoy it and get some rest for another 24 hours, maybe even 48, and we'll get back to work on Monday.
Is this only the second time you've been 3-0?
I believe so. Yeah. What year was that in the Big East?
No, it was never in the Big East.
Oh, it was
It was the
ACC?
first- Yeah, second year in the ACC.
I got you. Yeah, I mean it's, we played in the Big East when it was the best league, and we played in the ACC when it's the best league. So, anytime you can get a 2-0 start, 3-0 start, obviously is huge. And I'd like, it's interesting to see us go on the road. Now we got a tough stretch here because we got 2 and 3 days and traveling in between there. So we got to talk about the psychology of that on Monday. Thank you.